time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He will return this from deep in the end zone. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On play action, Lawrence. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Jags, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running right. Here's Sanders. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A first down and more, Etienne. And all the way up to the 46. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Back to the ground with ETN. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the option, here's ETN. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that we come to the end of the first quarter of play. And the first play will be a field goal try. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And some space here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 14th touchdown now on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 40 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, Lawrence. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hurts throw there complete to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that is no good. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Play action. Here's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Edwards is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Fighting through it. He's got space. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
As Sanders over the first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On first down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Sanders shaking and baking. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Gus Edwards, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the score closer. Elliott good on the extra. The lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there this side. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First, they're taken in by Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Smith catches left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 15 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Here's Edwards. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lawrence will throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once the...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jags, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return.